Hello everyone. Today we are going to draw a gem, and then I'm going to use color pencils to shade it and color it in. This video is especially for my students that do not have watercolors. There will be a watercolor video coming soon. This is one of my favorite projects to do. I am going through and drawing out my gem using a straight edge, as I am always saying, do not try to free draw it. Sometimes having a straight line really helps improve the quality of the work. I am going to go ahead and cut off these corners. Actually, I'm only going to cut off the outside corners. I'm going to fix this corner right here, and now I'm going to connect the vertices. You can use a straight edge if you need to, or you can just connect the vertices. Alright, so we have our gem. For this gem, I am going to be using greens. My first step is, before I start with my green, I am going to trace my lines in black. So make them nice and dark, crisp lines. If you are watching this and plan to do the watercolor tutorial, do not trace your gem with a black just yet. We will do that, we're going to do that differently with the watercolor project. See, I'm changing up some of my lines just a little bit, and that's okay. But once I do it in this black color pencil, I have to commit to them, because it is a lot harder to erase color pencil. Alright, so we have our gem drawn. What I'm going to start with is my lighter colors. You can always build up your dark colors, but once you've colored it dark, it is very difficult to go back to light. There are going to be some sections of this that we want to be left white, and so we don't want to color over it with our greens. I'm going to start by lightly coloring do want there to be a nice refraction of light, like a highlight, a light shimmering in the center. So you can't really see it yet, but we do got some green building up slowly. You're also going to have light near the edges in some points, keeping the light reflecting around the edges. It's going to be lighter, and that's okay. Alright, I'm going to switch over to a different shade of green. It's still a lighter shade of green, and that's okay. Again, that's what we want. Unfortunately, I can't find my neon green. I would love to see that built up in color here. You'll notice I am avoiding this middle section of the gem. Again, that is where I'm having light refract. Alright, I'm going to grab a darker green and start laying in some darker areas, especially along this outer part. Sorry I've gone a little bit quiet. I do find this kind of relaxing, building up the color. Now I made the mistake of leaving all of my colors off to the side. I only grabbed my greens and a black, but I do think that I want to grab a yellow. So just sorry about that. Every little bump of my table keeps cutting me off. As I was just saying, I left all of my colors away from the table. I had only grabbed my greens and a black, but I do think that our artwork would look better if we did add a little more color to it. Still keeping with the green, I'm going to use some yellow and some light blue, which, if we remember from our earlier art lessons about color, yellow and blue make green. And I'm really just using the yellow closer to where our highlights are going to be, just to brighten it up a little more. Getting it nice and bright. This is an even brighter yellow. And some of this blue, some of the darker areas. And then we're going to switch back over to some green. Just letting a little bit more green in there. And there we have it. A beautifully shaded gem. As always, do not forget to sign your artwork. And I can't wait to see your beautiful creations.